What's up, guys? Rob Wilson here. Money Monday. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. There are a couple of things from the last week that we've got to talk about with regards to your wallet. This week, we're going to talk about saving money. Why? Because apparently Americans are notoriously bad at it. Case in point number one, the Congressional Deficit Supercommittee. If you recall, the Supercommittee was put together back in August after the debacle around raising the country's debt ceiling. This group, led by such distinguished gentlemen as Senator John, "What I said on the Senate floor wasn't meant to be a factual statement," Kyle, was tasked with finding $1.5 billion in deficit cuts. Unfortunately, the committee can't come to terms on the amount of spending cuts and/or tax increases needed to make that deficit reduction happen, which is really not all that surprising considering that congressional decision-making has been kind of sketchy lately. Remember, this is the same Congress that just recently came out and said, pizza is now a vegetable, so that it could keep it on school lunch menus. Nice job, Congress. Main point here is that this deficit problem definitely affects your wallet and your standard of living. So if you voted for these individuals and they can't get such an important job done, it might be time to vote them out. Case in point number two. According to a study by Wells Fargo, 25% of middle-class Americans say that they're going to have to work until age 80 in order to have a comfortable retirement. Which is extremely sad because you can't stop hitting the snooze button 56 times in a row now. Can you imagine trying to get up and go to work at age 70? The good news is, though, is that you do have a choice. So let's just say that the market's going to return 10% year over year. If you're 20 years old and you've got 45 years left to save for retirement, you've only got to save $95 a month in order to retire with $1 million. If you're 30 and you haven't saved a dime yet, you've only got to save $275 a month to retire with $1 million. And even if you waited until you were 48 years old and you never saved a dime, you still only got to save $2,000 a month in order to retire with $1 million at age 65. Main point here is that it's not too late to get your retirement situation squared away. I don't want to see you have to work until age 70. You're supposed to work so that you can live your life, not live just to get up and work every day. Which brings us to our last point of the day, because I know you guys are probably asking the question, how do I save that much money? Listen, I know it's hard, and believe me, I've heard all of the excuses in the book. Most popular, I don't save any money because I don't have any money. Well, here's a quick story for you. You know all that Patron that you hear about in the songs and that you like to take a sip of at happy hour? Well, that company was founded by this guy, John Paul DeJoria, a former homeless man who took a $700 loan and turned it into $1 billion by founding John Paul Mitchell Systems, one of the largest hair care companies in the world. And then he struck gold again when he founded Patron Premium Tequila. Needless to say, he's a billionaire now. But I'd say if you've got $700 in the bank, a roof over your head, and an idea, then you're already off to a better start than he was when he made his first billion. So the question of today is, what business are you going to start that's going to help you save some money, make you $1 million, and ultimately help you lead a better life? Please leave your responses in the comment section below or hit me up on Facebook or Twitter. I always say if you want to do something like that significant, tell everyone you know, because people will start to hold you accountable and make sure you follow through. That's it for this Money Monday. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. You guys go get back to work, and I'll see you next week.